Hi everyone, welcome back. Let me see. Today we are going to focusing a calm glowing scene in autumn, bridge and waterfall painting. Here we are going to get our first layer the sky, water and land, painting the bridge with shadow reflection on the water, creating waterfall stream, distant tree, darker and lighter foliage floating in the air and the water also, branches with detail in subtle and layering our colors, adding highlights, more depth in subtle. Needing our art material, fine brush 0, 10, flat brush 16 and 8, round brush 6 and detailed brush. Needing colors Cerulean Blue, Scarlet Lake, Permanent Yellow Deep, Naples Yellow Hue, Lemon Yellow, Black and White. 10 by 12 canvas board. Step 1. Moistening my flat brush, grab some white, little cerulean blue and very little bit of black, mix it well together, then start to apply top on the canvas board from one side to another side. Now adding little more white with the lighter base for the sky, start to blend the colors from left side to the right side. Next step, we are creating the distance tree and autumn bushes. Grab some cerulean blue and some lemon yellow. Mixing well, we are now getting a dark greenish. Then we add little Naples yellow hue. Mixing well. Now start from extreme, this left side, tapping the colors. And adding little black with this green and adding shadows and darkish tones from the bushes and the trees to make the bright autumn colors stand out. This is the base to create the distance tree and autumn bushes. Now adding some cerulean blue, Scarlet Lake and little black, mixing well with this color, and then add this color from the base of waterfall, just tapping and short horizontal brush strokes. Still, I am using the same flat brush up to this background. This is the basic base of the rocks. Next, using flat brush size 8, grab little cerulean blue and some white, apply it down here to create the stream water and just coming from one side to another side horizontal brush stroke. Near here I am adding little more white for light hitting directly on the water tube. Next, to create the base of land, same previous color which we used and applied to create base of the waterfall. Here too I am going to give just to create the base of the land both sides. Now we are going to establish our distance autumn foliage using stiff bristles fine brush 8. Grab some permanent yellow deep and Scarlet Lake, scoop up with my one side of bristles for creating these autumnal tones. Just dab in this kind of way just to create the distant bushes and trees. Just avoid to create sharp lines and hard edges. Here do not paint individual leaves also and branches too. Just going through the way, focus on creating soft in distinct shapes and distant foliage. Now I am adding little black with Scarlet Lake, then adding permanent yellow deep, mixing well together, dabbing, just apply final texture and highlight to create shadows in between and under the bushes with a darker mix to ground them. This should be darkest value just to establish the shadows areas of the bushes. Now to start paint waterfall using fabric size 8, picking bluish white, very lightest tone to create waterfall from up to down strokes. Just do like this as I am doing. Then highlighting using zero fan brush, picking titanium white and skip some areas from here to the brightest look and building up the layer of white with these strokes and come this kind of motion. Just we are capturing the water flow here, and bottom also here we have to create the water splash, just taping using one edge of fan brush, creating the splash effect with the titanium white. Finally, using titanium white with one more highlighting for the water flow. Now using stiff bristle fan brush, picking permanent yellow and just highlighting the foliage, the top edge, and where the light hit the leaves and soften the edges of trees and bushes. Here I am using long bristle linear brush to create the crisp details, to add final details like tiny branches in various directions. Just to add final details like here the tree trunk too and the branches and highlighting. Here too we are making distant foliage the top edge where the light hit the leaves. Here using little permanent yellow dip mixed with some Naples Yellow Hue, scoop up the paint with stiff bristles fan brush to create this kind of tapping techniques. Using same size flat brush and adding black and this darkish color and just adding little more cerulean blue too. Then grab the paint to make this kind of arc to sketch the basic shape of the bridge. Just we are creating these bases. Use any circle shape to lightly sketch this placement of the bridge if you feel to struggle to make this arc. and then both sides connecting then the horizontal post in the base of plant too. Next, the same fan brush, scoop up some Scarlet Lake and mix with a little permanent yellow dip. Then create the detailed top of the lens base coats. Just applying with a tapping motion. Skip some areas and skip some space to add it here. Here on the water, layering this color and adding the highlighting for the more depth foliage reflections on the water to both sides. The same way adding permanent yellow tip too. Now Scarlet Lake mix with a little bit of black and drag the paint straight down from underneath of plant. We are creating grass shadows reflection on the water, and next also we are using the same flat brush 8 and with this darkish tone again drag the paint like this underneath of this land, this grass and land reflected on the water. Next, to create the shadow of bridge reflect on the water, just to paint an opposite circle under the bridge. This is showing and creating sense of light. This darkish reflection under the bridge directly beneath it. Now using round brush size 6, picking light bluish with white to create under the arc of this bridge to create a sense of light with titanium white. The same thing we are going to give the details in reflection on the water too, and just smoothen up with using my finger. Now creating bricks effect on the bridge using this detail brush to start to create a short vertical line like this and skip some space in between while doing this. Continue this processing, just do it as I am doing. The same thing create both sides of the horizontal post too. Then we are going to give the sense of light at the top edge of the braid, just doing this highlighting in substill. Now both sides of the edge of the land, highlighting the water on the water body. We are going to head down into the water and going to make a very lighter for this highlighting. And I am going to go all the way other side too, making this kind of brighter effect to the water. All the way back and forth brush strokes, short horizontal brush stroke, just marking like this and create some depth and giving the multiple value for the water effect. Now we are going to highlighting the grass on both sides of the land. We are using the fan brush, scoop up Scarlet Lake and permanent yellow dip, softly dab on it, just applying with the tapping motion, detail on top on this and coat for the more depth. Tiny amount of effect highlighting on the bridge too. Add more precise details to foreground brushes using variety of brush strokes to create a more realistic. Always use a smaller brush to paint a specific details like tree trunks, branches and highlighting the leaves that catch the light. Now, using round brush size 6, dip with the Scarlet Lake and yellow dip to make the falling leaves flying in the air and to create some leaves floating on the water too. Build up subsequent layers with more of our autumn tones. Applying and give the final details and shadows underneath of the floating leaves too, just to create shadows with light darkish values, highlighting to create the form of and the dimensions overall, a balance of colors and contrast. Use a little darkish for the shadows that need to be deepened and adding highlighting to catch the light effectivity. Finally, to paint a specific details for the highlighting on the leaves that catch the light, and now I am giving the little more detail both underneath of the land with the darkish in substill. Just enjoying the process and focus only learning and creativity. Just I am also learning every day in nature all of my paintings. Scoop up little by little lemon yellow with my fan brush, just creating golden leaves, top edge floating on the water and flying in the air too.